On the screen, you can see we are using here Dev C++ IDE. So I have started the Dev C++ IDE and created a file, a C++ file, which I have named as test_1.cpp. So in this file, I'm going to write a C++ program. So for starting with a C++ program, we will be using hash include, and we will be including the IOStream type. So this IOStream type will be containing cout and cin, which are the standard output and input streams. And this IOStream type is again present in the namespace std, that is standard namespace. So for that, we need to include this namespace also in our program using by adding this statement using namespace std. So with these two statements, we are going to add the IOStream type to our program so that we can make use of the predefined cout and cin in our program. Now let's start with the main function, which is starting point of execution, in which we write the executable statements. So whatever statements are present in main, only that gets executed. So in this program, I'm going to declare a variable, and we will be taking the value of variable from user, and then we will be printing the same. So in this program of C++, we are going to make use of cout and cin. So first I'm declaring here a variable of type integer. So integer id let's take. So here I have declared a variable by name id and it is of type integer. So this is the variable declaration which we have done in our program. So this is variable declaration. So this way you can add comments to your program. And then I'm going to ask the user to print or write the value for ID. So for that I'm using here cout to give a message to user so that a user can enter ID value. So ID value I want from user, which the user is going to enter, and after giving this message I want to give endl because I want to move the cursor to new line. And when the user enters the ID, that ID we will be taking in our program using cin and then assigning to ID variable. And the same again, now we will be printing using cout. So using cin, we have taken the user input and assigned to ID variable. And now in this ID variable, we are having the value of ID which is given by user. So now we are going to print the same. So for that, I will be printing it like ID is, and then again insertion operator, which is nothing but two angular brackets, opening angular brackets, and then I'm going to print ID. So now let's see if any errors are present. So first let's compile. So when we compile it, we get errors in the compile log, if any, in our program. And if there are no errors, then we get zero errors or zero warnings like we got now. And now I'm going to run the program. So when I now run the program, I will be getting a message, enter ID value. So I am giving the ID value as 101. And when I press enter, I get using cout ID is 101 in this manner. So this way we can make use of cout and cin to take the user input for an integer variable. Now let's see for a string variable. So I am giving here now the string variable, string type of variable. Let's take name. So here we will be taking name from user, enter name. And when the user enters name, we will be taking that name and adding to the name variable, storing in the name variable. And then we can print name in the same way, and name is name, or you can also give here welcome and whatever is the name. So let's first execute, compile this. So we got zero errors and warnings, and then let's run it. So we will be getting enter name, which I am giving as Harshika. So when I enter, I get name is Harshika. So this way we can take user input and print the same in our C++ program using cout and cin. So we have used integer and also string. Now let's use character, and I'm taking here grade and enter grade. Let's take, and when the user enters grade, let's take grade. Using cin, we will be taking in the grade, and then let's print grade is the grade value. So when I first compile, if any errors, we get in compile log. If not, we get 0 errors or 0 warnings. When I run, I get enter grade, which I'm giving here as A, and when I run, I get grade is A. And now let's take float type of variable, which I'm taking as percentage. So PER, let's take PERC, and we will be adding, giving message enter percentage. The variable name PERC I have given, so just that I'm writing here while taking in using cin, and here I'm giving percentage is the variable name. So if I compile, I get 0 errors or warnings. If I run, I get enter percentage, which I will be giving as 98.5678, and when I enter, I get percentage is whatever is the percentage value entered by me or user. So this way we can take in different types of user input using cin and print the same using cout in the C++ program.